Hi everyone, it's Alan with Earthglow. Welcome back to another new video. In today's video, we are going to be making some coconut apricot wax candles. Now, these were in these beautiful rainbow iridescent Evermore cylinders that I got from 1617. And I bought like 500 of them, but obviously they're not in business anymore. So what you see here is the last of my vessels. I actually thought I ran out a while ago, but I found a couple more cases. These are also the little manifesto cards that I've been including with first-time orders, and they just talk a little bit about what our values are as a company, and it's just been sort of a fun way to bring that to a customer, but also just give them like a little bit of an experience as well. So the first thing I like to do is use rubbing alcohol, and I always wear gloves when I'm handling these really shiny containers because they just show everything. Now for labels, we are using some 2-inch circles for the warning labels, and then for wicks, I always like to use the CDN wick series with coconut apricot wax. Pretty much every type of coconut apricot I have tried, CDNs work really great. And generally for these candles, 2 CDN3s is what I like to use. Now the full formulas for all of these will be available in my Patreon, which is down below. You can see how I like to store all my wicks. I do like to label them all, and then same case with my wick stabilization tools. It just makes it much easier and more fun to find things when they are organized. Now, I do get these wick stabilization tools from Norden Candle Supply, and they are just a game changer for me. Now, the ones that you'll see me using in this video are actually from Design House. Those are the ones that I used to use previously, but I have found that they're not quite as accurate as the ones from Norden. So I have switched over most of my stabilization tools to those. So you can see here how I like to get all my wicks ready to go. And then for the fragrances, we have several best sellers. So Brandied Pear, High Tide, and Dragon's Blood. Dragon's Blood is what I sell as my Ancient Apothecary candle, and that is by far the best seller in this collection. Now, these used to be called my Artisan collection, and now I have basically am discontinuing that. Well, I'm not discontinuing it as a collection, but I'm changing the vessels because I am not able to get these same jars, right? So what I've been doing is making most of the candles in the Serotonin collection have some of our best sellers, which was previously the Artisan collection scents, and then also a bunch of new fragrance oils that I've been getting from Black Tie Barn that I've been really enjoying. But we are definitely keeping some old favorites as well that customers have just really loved over the years, and Ancient Apothecary is definitely one of them. Now with this wax, I like to let it get to about 185, and then I'll add my fragrance oil at that temperature. Now I generally like to get 2 pitchers going at once. It just helps me to be able to be a little bit more efficient, and then I will stir them both simultaneously. Now in this, I think I'm only doing 1 at a time, maybe because I'm holding the camera or something, but usually I like to have 2 going at once. And then I'll use, as you guys know, my favorite pancake dispensers to get the wax into the vessels without really any spillage. I have found with these though, that you really need to make sure that, like several times I found that the little stopper has popped out of the rubber. And so I just, whenever I put wax in, I'll just put a little tiny bit in it first just to make sure that it's not leaking. And I always, before I even do that, like pull down the stopper a little bit just to make sure that the connections are secure and everything is good before I go ahead and put like all the wax in. It holds about 25 to 30 ounces of wax. And I'll link these guys below. I always love to do that. It's just a tool that has been so valuable to me. I only have about 4 of them. I find that if you're working with fragrances in the same scent family, you really don't need to like go through the whole process of washing out the pancake dispenser. And I actually am planning on doing a video on how I clean all my materials. The pouring pitchers, I think that at least one person said that that would be helpful. So let me know if you guys would like me to do that. And I'd be happy to film a video in the future. Now, as I said, Ancient Apothecary is one of our best sellers. It kind of has this dark, almost library vibe, but combined with a little bit of hippie magic. It's like that classic Dragon's Blood resin that you get if you have smelled like in most hippie shops, they have it. It is a type of incense. It also has like an orange note to it. And then it has like hints of like this deep, dark, almost ambery oud type of a vibe. So that's a scent that I do plan on keeping around. It's just been so popular. And then High Tide, I actually have just been selling as High Tide. And that's another one that our customers have really liked over the years from Candle Science. It kind of is a coastal scent. It has more of like a breezy character to it, but it also just has this beautiful, deep saltiness to it, combined with like a coastal air type of a vibe. And it's a very relaxing scent is what I've heard customers say. And I would also say, like, when I've burned that candle, it just gets me in a contented mood overall. And I found it to be just kind of relaxing and transporting at the same time. Now, one of the other scents in this collection that I do plan on keeping is our Singing Bowl candle. Now that one uses Egyptian amber by Candle Science, and it is another one that is kind of an incensey type of a vibe. If you're familiar with amber scents, this one definitely leans more, again, kind of hippie shop, but in a different way than the Ancient Apothecary, Dragon's Blood, does. It's more of a clean, it has a little bit of powder to it, but in a deep kind of incensey, spiritual type of a way. These candles are all buy one, get one 70% off while the limited supply lasts, and they're all live right now on the website. So go ahead and use code YouTube in order to get that special. Anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I'm sending all of you peace, love, and light, and I'm wishing all of you happy candle making.